to my channel. I am kicking off this 24-hour reading vlog sitting here at my computer only because I've already got the lights turned on in here and I don't have to worry about other places in the house because it is definitely dark outside. It is almost 11:40 p.m. and I'm technically going to be starting this at midnight with a live stream. In the next 24 hours, am going to finish From Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I have read none of this. It is right at chapter 1, right at the beginning. I know it says paused because I had to pause it, but that's it. I'm at chapter 1. Yes, it does say ×2 because I am reading it on 2 times speed, which is how I do most audiobooks. And that's it. I'll be updating from my phone as I'm reading because I'm not going to be staying in here for the live stream. The live stream, like I said, starts at midnight. Everybody on the stream is going to be reading From Blood and Ash. We'll see how much we get read during those sprints. And then I have the next 24 hours to finish this book. It is 19 hours and 46 minutes. So on 2 times speed, that's still almost 10 hours. So we will see if I actually get it done. I don't have anything to do tomorrow. I have a puzzle over there that needs to be handled, which I'll show y'all what I'm going to do with that. And otherwise, I don't have anything. All of my daily reading that I like to get done, because there are certain books that I read 1 chapter every day, I've already gotten ahead in all of those, and I'm ready to go. So really, I don't have anything tomorrow except one meeting that I have to do on Zoom. Otherwise, I'm here doing this for the next 24 hours. Let's go.
Don't you ever say that. You won't die. But I will die someday.
Okay, it is really late. It's like, let me look, 3:22 in the morning, and we did the reading sprints. That was a lot of fun. We played a kind of like Jeopardy game on there. Anyway, so I have read about 4 hours of the book. I just finished chapter 7, so I'm going to go to sleep, and the dogs and I are just going to sleep in the morning. I'm going to turn my alarm off, and just whatever time I wake up is the time I wake up, and I will get right back to reading, and I'll check in with y'all, and yeah, that's it. I'm tired and I'm going to sleep. Well, good morning. If you hear rhythmic thumping, that is still the dog's tail wagging this morning. They're both awake. I ran them downstairs and let them go out. And then that's it. We came back upstairs and I went back to sleep for a little bit, but I read a little bit before I did that. So I'm going to get up and get a coffee, I think, and actually go sit at the computer, and then I'll tell you what I think about what I've read so far. So let me get up first, and then we'll talk about it. Okay, let's talk about where I am so far in the book. I am halfway through chapter 13 right now. It says I have 13 hours and 14 minutes left. So right now I can't read though for just a little bit. I am doing all of my batch filming today. And so I have a lot of earrings here for options to change. And that's all I'm changing for each of the videos. I'm keeping these same clothes on. I cannot change for everything. So I got to put my curtain down in the back that kind of separates this off, and then kind of get ready. I have just a little moisturizing thing that I put. It's a tinted hydrator that I put on my face to kind of get rid of the red spots. And then I just have this old lip stuff, which is barely even a color. Like, it's just a little bit of color. And so I'm putting that on, and that's it. And then I'm going to start recording. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to try to talk about where I am in the book so far. And there's going to be spoilers. Like, I don't know how to talk about this without it being spoilers. I guess I can say this. This will be the non-spoilery part. Although, maybe don't watch the rest of this vlog if you don't want to have spoilers, because that's all this is going to be. So, it's about a girl who is set apart as, she's not really the chosen one. I mean, I want to say chosen, but she's not really chosen. She's kind of, well, apparently all of the kids are, after the firstborn child, second and third born kids have to be given to the gods. And so she has been given to the gods, and apparently so has her brother. And that's really all I think I can say in a non-spoilery way. So, let's talk about spoilers. Number one, she is, I don't know. I can't figure out exactly what's going on, because we have moments of her being revered where people seem to really like her and want to protect her. And then we have moments of, like, this old man pulls her into these bushes and, like, tries to molest her pretty much. Like, is trying to assault her. And she only gets away that time because a maid finds a dead body in one of the rooms and screams, and so she gets away from him. But also, like, there's a duke and duchess that's, like, in charge of this area, that they are kind of in charge of her. They're her guardians, I guess. Her parents are dead. And I don't really understand it, because the duke, like, brings her into his office, and I don't know what he does to her, but I mean, I know he's verbally abusive to her. He keeps telling her how ugly she is. She apparently has a scar on one side of her face. So he'll look at the good side and say, "Oh, you're so beautiful." And then he'll look at the other side and say, "Unfortunately." Like, and then he just tells her all these things that she's done wrong, and he's abusing her, at least verbally. I'm not sure about physical abuse. Maybe we're about to find out in this chapter, because she's with him in his chambers, or in the main chambers of the Duke and Duchess. And I know that she is scared to be there. So I guess that he's going to physically abuse her. I don't know. And I don't get, oh my gosh, dogs. I don't get how he is supposed to revere her and is also abusive to her. Every day, my dogs get a half of one of these little sticks and then one of these sticks to kind of chew on. And I'm going to give them one and see if that will get them away from me for a little while. Okay, we'll see. That'll work for a little bit. Okay, now I just have to decide which earrings I'm going to wear to film my videos. These are just my standard ones that I keep in all the time, because I don't know about anybody else who has piercings, but my holes grow up. In just like 24 hours, they start closing in if I don't keep earrings in. So I don't know why it does that. Okay, I think I am going to go, these are like my most colorful. They're just like rainbow slinkies. So I think I'm going to go for these to film my first video, which is going to be my March TBR. Yes, I am filming very far in advance because I am going out of town and I need to have as much of the stuff done as I can. I always batch film, but usually not quite so far in advance. So anyway, I am going to go film these videos that have to be filmed, and then I will come back and hopefully find out what's going on in this book, because I need to know why she's treated really reverently by some people and then abused by other people. That's it. Oh, that's not it. I forgot I have one more video to film. Okay, I'm going to film that last video, and I don't know what's going on with the dog, but he's very whiny. Why are you so whiny, Django? Why are you so whiny? He's already eaten and he's already had all of his sticks. I don't know what his problem is. Maybe he just wants to sit with me. So, I'm going to film this last video, and then I'm going to be done. Wow, that was kind of fast. Let's see. It's just lunchtime, so I don't have long to finish reading this book. I haven't had a lot of reading time yet this morning, so I gotta finish up this work though first. So here we go. Okay, I'm done with all the filming. Wow, my hair is kind of everywhere. And I do need to edit one of these videos because it has to go up tomorrow. I wasn't even thinking about that, but I'm not going to do that right now. I have still not had anything to eat. It's almost 1 p.m. So I'm going to take a break, read my book, get something to eat, and then come back and maybe edit that one video. We'll see. But first, I want to start reading some more. So that's what I'm going to do. I've still got to organize all those files. I filmed 10 videos today. 10 videos. So that covers me. I'm trying to put out a video every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And my Monday videos are going to be my wrap-up videos, which I guess that technically means I could wait till tomorrow to edit the wrap-up because it's going to go out on Monday. And then I went ahead and filmed everything for all the Wednesday videos and all the Friday videos that are coming out in March. So my March will now be done, which is fantastic. My February is pretty much done except for the March TBR that's going to be coming out. I filmed that one today too. So that's why there are 9 videos, and then my wrap up makes 10. So that's what we have right now. That means I have a lot of editing to do on Monday, which is fine because that's how I like it, where I have one full day of just editing, one full day of filming. Well, not a full day, but that's it. Just filming. So that's all done. I'm going to go eat because I'm hungry, and yeah, I think that's it. I'll check back in a little bit later after I've read some more of my book. Okay, well, I have eaten lunch. I have read for a little while, and yes, this girl is being physically abused by her guardian in addition to the verbal abuse, and not just by him, but apparently by other people as well. There is some kind of intrigue going on with the kids, the second and third born kids that are given to the gods. There's clearly something nefarious happening there. And also there was a guy, a dissenter, who came in and was yelling like, "These are all lies. What have you done with the second and third born children? Like, what are you doing with them?" I have to switch hands, sorry. And clearly the only people that see them after they've been taken away are the priests and I forgot what they're called. So there's a second group. This girl, Penelope, she's the only chosen from birth. Well, there was one other that has been a chosen maiden like her. And the other people are chosen in a different way, and they are representatives of the gods. So it's still a little bit confusing to me how they're chosen and why and what they do and then what happens after because apparently they have to go somewhere to join with the gods, and then they come back to rule certain areas. I don't know. I still haven't figured all of that out, and I don't even remember what they're called at this point. But our Penelope girl, she has Hawk as her bodyguard, and that's who she's going to end up falling in love with. I already know. And I really like Hawk, though. Like, he is not letting anybody be mean to her. Like, even people that have been mean to her before, he's like, no, we're not having that. I know you didn't think you were about to hit her. So I can't wait till Hawk finds out exactly what the Duke has been doing to her, because so far she hasn't told Hawk what's happening. So let's see where we are. I think that's about it for the story right now. I do think I'm going to be able to finish it. I've got about 4.5 hours of audio left. And let's see what time it is. Hold on. It is almost 3 p.m. So if I'm still going till 12, till midnight tonight, which is when I started, I've got 9 hours. So clearly I'm wide awake though with all the yawning. But anyway, so I still have 9 hours and I only have 4 hours of that has to be reading. So I think I might go work on editing some stuff just because that's kind of what I feel like doing. And then I will do more reading and I'll check back in when I'm doing that again. Okay, I did like the tiniest bit of editing. I'm just not feeling it today, so I'm not gonna force myself to edit because I don't technically have to have any editing done until tomorrow. There's Django under the desk looking out the window outside. Anyway, I want to talk to you about this puzzle stuff, so let me flip the camera around. Okay, so while I listen to some more of the book, I'm going to put this puzzle away. This is definitely like a wintry / Christmas puzzle since it clearly has a tree in the back of the truck. Anyway, my mother loves these old red trucks. So what I decided to do, and I may have talked about this already in a video, but let me show you. So I did this puzzle just before this one, and it's 1,000 pieces. And so I divided it up into 25 of these little sections. And so it's supposed to be for Advent in December, the counting the days down to Christmas. Every day you pull out the bag with the number on it and you put together that section of puzzle. So you can do it in a couple of different ways. I actually made this one. These are cookies, by the way, Christmas sweater cookies. They're so cute. Anyway, I did this one for my aunt and I'm going to take it down there because I'm going to visit them next week, my mother and my aunt. And so I'm going to tear this one apart today while I am listening to the book and get it put in the Ziplocs and get all of those labeled for my mother. And then what I told her was that she didn't have to wait till December to do it. If she wanted to go ahead and put it together, she could. But then I want them to each put their puzzles together and then take them apart and put them back in the baggies. They don't have to be the same, the same order I did. But put them back in the baggies and give them, trade with each other. So they both get to do 2 puzzles. I just realized that my mother's probably going to see this video before I give this to her. So, sorry, Mama. I just ruined the surprise. Don't tell Aunt Carolyn. Okay, I am all done with that. And I got more read in the book while I sorted and put that away. So those 2 will go with me on my trip this week. And then let's look at the other puzzles and the junk that's on this desk. So this desk, number 1, I'm going to take some time and get it cleaned up and organized. A lot of it is my husband's stuff. This was his work from home desk when he was here. Well, a lot of it are puzzles, but the other stuff that's not puzzles is some of his stuff that he has on here. So I'm going to go through and move some of that stuff around. I'm going to keep listening to the book while I'm doing that. And then we'll talk about the puzzles that I have and what's next. Okay. So a lot of these came from the thrift store, either the thrift store that I work in or volunteer in sometimes, or another thrift store that my son and I went to. So I want to do them from least number of pieces to most pieces. So the smallest that I have are 1,000-piece puzzles, but I have a lot that have 1,000 pieces. This one I just got from a thrift store. That is very cool. Map of the world. And that one is $1,500. I don't like how that looks. This one is 1,000 pieces and it is written images, it's called. And it is the creation from the book of Genesis. So I'm not sure. I mean, it's words. I don't know if you can see it, but it says in the beginning. So like it's the actual Bible starting in Genesis. I think that's very cool. This came from the thrift store. So the pieces are like this. So I don't know. This one says all, and this one says all 2 of 2. So I don't know. That one looks like it's going to be really hard, but it was $3 from the thrift store. So I got this one. Here are my choices. So I want to do this one, but I just got it. It's new. Some of these other ones I've had for a really long time. I got this from the same thrift store for $3, and it is brand new, not even out of the package, from Barnes & Noble, and it's a Ravensburger, which they make very good puzzles. So this one says it's a challenge series, and I think that it is going to be difficult because it's just a bunch of red umbrellas and then the trees in the background, so that one will be difficult. This one is just a mountain village, just a generic kind of scene. It's pretty. It's going to have really cool colors, and so I would like to do this because I like all these colors. This one came from my thrift store where I volunteer, and this one I think will be fun also, and not difficult because everything's kind of color blocked, and so that would be easier, kind of easier to do. Same with this one. This is hilarious. It's called Paint Party, and all the paint are actually Legos in there. So I think that's really cool. I found this from Walgreens while we were waiting in line to get vaccinated. I found this and I grabbed it. This is a Star Wars puzzle. I have done a ton of these Star Wars puzzles. Here's another one that I did. This one right here I've done as well. And this is one of the ones that I did and then I taped together. So that's why this tape is here on this desk. So you tape it like this, and you don't have to glue them together, but they stay together, and then you can put them back together, reassemble the puzzle just with these chunks. So I learned that from Karen Puzzles channel. If you don't know who she is, you can go watch her channel. So that's already done. Oh, I'll put that back in there in a second. And this is another one of those that I have not done. Same thing, 1,000 pieces. What else? This is another one I got from my thrift store, 1,000 pieces. This is kind of like this other one right here, like the same style. And I think this one, same thing. It'll be easy. I'll just group together the different sections of the little village thing, and that's what this one is. And finally, this is Lego minifigures. And I'm assuming that it looks just like this, that it's a white background with all these minifigures. So this one could be easy. I'll have to do a lot of matching, like looking and seeing what each piece goes with. But I think this one would be fun. This one, I don't know where I got it from. Maybe from Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I don't know. Oh, it does say, oh no, that just says actual puzzle size. So I don't know, but it's made by Lego. I think this other one is made by Lego as well, but I know where I got this one. I don't know where I got this one. But I think this is the one I'm going to go with. My son wants me to put it together and tape it for him so that when we move to our new house, he can put it up on his wall. I think that would be really funny. So I think that's the one I'm going to do. I'm just going to stack the rest of these up. And then when I finish the minifigure puzzle, I'll see what's next. So my plan right now, I'm going to go through and sort. That's what I do every time. I sort out the edge pieces and I kind of decide where I'm going to go as far as colors go. And so usually I will like sort out all the red pieces. Let me get you a little closer here. I will either, I'll either like pull all the red pieces or all the green or whatever, like I'll pick a color. But I think what I might do this time is pull out all the faces. I think if I go through and try to get all the heads, like label or like where they go in the puzzle, that it'll be easier to come back in with the other pieces. So that's going to be my plan right now. I will put heads in this box and the edge pieces in this box and go through this and sort while I listen to the book some more. Oh, 2 points already. One for a resealable puzzle bag. That's amazing. And another one for having one of these so that I'm not constantly having to look at the lids to the boxes. Great. Okay, there are a lot of pieces that are still attached, so I'm not loving that, but I'm definitely going through and taking them, pulling them apart just because I don't want that much of the puzzle to already be done. One of the other problems is that I think this puzzle it's so big that there's going to be a lot more space in between their heads than I was expecting there to be. And so it might be more difficult. There might be more white space than I was expecting. That's really what I'm trying to say, and that's going to make it difficult. It's hard also when there's like part of a head for me to know. So what I think I might do is anything that's yellow, I'm going to put in there, and then I know I'll get some of the other things, but at least then I won't have to sit and stare at the pieces so long to decide what's what. And I guess some of the characters that don't have yellow on their faces are going to get missed, but that's okay. Otherwise, I'm going to be here forever just sorting these out. So if it has yellow on it, it's going in here. We will see what it looks like when I'm all done sorting. Okay, I'm still sorting, but I'm listening to the book, and I had to come back in here. I'm on chapter 26, and the guy that's been abusing her, the duke that's been abusing her, just got killed. And listen, I mean, he got killed in a very violent way, and Poppy was still trying not to be excited about it. And I just want to say, you go right on ahead, girl, and be excited about this evil man getting killed. It's okay. None of us like him. Y'all, if you have read this book, then you knew what was coming. I am so sad. That was like one of the saddest death scenes I have ever seen. Oh my gosh. Like, I kind of predicted at the beginning that he was going to die by sacrificing himself for her. I mean, of course he would have to, but oh, that was devastating. Followed immediately by this girl just eviscerating the Lord dude that had watched as she was being caned. And so, okay, first of all, I'm acknowledging that I do hear my dogs barking. They are sitting in the living room on a chair looking outside, and people are walking by my house and they're not happy with it. So anyway, I don't know. I guess there are a lot of people walking by because normally they just bark for a second and then they quit. Anyway, side note, back to this book. This chapter just devastated me and then left me, I don't know, like I was happy because the Duke died and then I was devastated. And then I was happy again because she just straight up killed that Lord, like straight up killed him. So I'm still it's terribly sad. Like that is, that's just awful. Now Django is coming to say how awful he thinks it is. Actually, he's very cold for some reason right now. So maybe I'll go put a sweater on him. I could probably just close the door. But he's cold. Why are you cold, man? He's cold. It's not that cold, but still. Okay, I'm going to go handle Django, listen to what's happening next in this book, but I am blown away. Also, I'm finished with the sorting. There were a lot more like together pieces than I expected there to be, and I just started leaving them together. It was easier than trying to pull them all apart. And so that's my plan right now, is to just leave them together. Now I'm going to put the outside together and then place everything kind of where it goes based on my little sheet here. So that's what I'm doing now after I find some clothes for Django. Okay, well, I have gotten the outside edge done. It is 6:13 and I am going to stop and have dinner. And then I might do some more. I don't know, but maybe not. Okay, I am on chapter 31. I have 10 chapters left in the book and like 2.5 hours on audio. It is about 7 p.m. and I'm going to sit in here with the dogs and finish this book. Probably get up and do something about halfway through finishing it and play with this girl, throw the ball for her. That's her favorite ball that she's chewing on, and so I'm sure I'll be lots of ball throwing. And that's it. I did want to say that I think Hawk is actually somehow on the dissenter side of this thing, like he's some kind of spy. that was sent there for whatever reason, and now he is fallen in love with her. But she's got to find out that he is betraying her or something. I can't exactly figure it out. And I wanted to say something about it earlier, and I forgot. So anyway, I'm predicting it now, even though we're not there yet. But that's it. That's my update right now. I am tired. I thought that I still got a lot of sleep last night, but that was not true. I only still got about 5 hours of sleep, even in the midst of everything else. So I'm going to sit here and read. Maybe I'll take a little nap. I have until midnight to finish this book for the 24-hour, and I'm definitely going to get that done, but I'm going to be really tired when I'm finished. So anyway, I'm going to go read. Okay, it's not even late. It's 8:40 at night, and I have an hour I have less than an hour left in the book. So I'm on chapter 38. So I only have 3 chapters left, but my phone is at 7% battery, and I have to use these wired headphones to record. To listen. Oh my gosh, I'm tired. So I have to stop listening for a little bit and plug my phone up. So I think I'm going to go out and actually do a little bit more on the puzzle, but this time I'm going to maybe listen to or watch some YouTube videos just for a little bit, and then I'll come back and finish this book. I cannot believe that I have read this book in 24 hours. It just worked out so well with the kickoff live stream last night. Uh-oh. Bless you. Django's sneezing. Now he's going to stretch. Okay, so anyway, before he gets up here in the way, let me just say, oh, that's a big yawn. That I think I'm going to go work on the puzzle and watch YouTube. But I'm excited that I got all of this done in a 24-hour period. What about you? He likes it because he's just laying up here napping. And there's the baby girl napping as well. So I'll be back in a minute before I finish it, because I do want to talk about the big twist. I was right that something was up with Hawk. And so we'll talk about that in a second. I have not been charging my phone because I don't know about y'all, but if my children have like $1 to their name, they feel like they need to spend that dollar, and I'll drive them somewhere and let them spend their dollar. Anyway, so he wanted to spend some money, so I drove him up here. And also the double benefit that I can plug my phone in and listen to the book at the same time. So while I have about 45 minutes left in the book, I've got some things to say. I am mad about it. I am mad that Hawk is the equivalent of a vampire. Nobody's using the words vampire, but that's what I'm going to call him, because he's the equivalent of a vampire. He is trying to show her what's true in the world, and the fact that everything she's been told up to now is not true. I just realized that the sound quality on this is going to be bad, and I'm mad about it because I don't have my headphones. So, just this one clip, bad sound, I'm so sorry. I need to get a new phone, which I will be doing that soon. Number 2 thing, I do not like the way Hawk has treated her in telling her, number 1, who he is. Yes, maybe they didn't have a way for her to find that out in a good way. However, he did not have to shoot the man that she thought that was trying to help her, clearly was trying to help her. He shot that man in the mouth. And then he proceeded to just be super rude to her and throw everything that they had done together and that she felt for him right back in her face. So I am not okay with Hawk. I do not like the way that was written. I think that there was a better way to do that, to get the information to her that needed to be gotten, and for Hawk to also show remorse for the way he had to treat her and what had to happen for her to find out who he really was. So I'm officially, that probably lost 2 stars for me, just the way they handled that. So now he's back from spending his money. I'm going to keep listening. Well, It took me almost exactly 22 hours. It is 10 p.m. and I just finished the book. So, what did I think about it? I'm going to do my call pile stats in just a second so that I can get an actual star rating for it. But I am still really upset with how the reunification went. This kind of followed the same pattern as a normal romance novel. Like, they meet, they get together, they think that it's going one way, but one of them has a secret. The secret is revealed. The third act breakup happens, and then the reunification. So I really did not like the way the betrayal was revealed and the way that happened. And then the getting back together was one of those situations where she really doesn't like him because of the betrayal, but oh my gosh, he touched me and now I can't control myself. And that used to not annoy me the way it does now, but now it really annoys me. I don't know what's changed about my reading, but that situation annoys me to death. I just want her to be like, no, you did wrong, and until you're ready to talk about how you could have done it differently, where you didn't have to kill who was essentially my father to get all this done. And he can pretend, he did say we were not responsible for the people who killed, whatever. You put in motion everything that happened that got Victor killed. And so I don't know. I just feel like Poppy is too quick to forgive him, and I am not. And also, if your whole place has one big bad guy thing, why would you not know what he looks like so that you could protect against him? And instead, they actually had him guarding their most important person and didn't know that it was him the whole time. Anyway, that was annoying too. He's an Atlantean. He wants to take her back to Atlantis so they can get married. Ugh. That's not even sort of romantic to me. That just makes me angry. So, my enjoyment on this one, that's what the E is in call pile, is enjoyment. It's going to be pretty low. I'm kind of mad about it because I would say up until about 80% of the way in this book, I thought it was going to be 4.5 stars easy. I'm so mad about it. Anyway, what a downer for a 24-hour reading vlog. Although, I'm really excited that I made it. 22 hours I read the book. It's a good thing I didn't have much to do today. So hopefully next month for the 24-hour read-along book that we pick, it won't be any longer than this one. And I also will have a free weekend without anything to do so that I can read it. So that is it. That's going to do it. I'm probably going to have to take a few days to edit this video because I now have a lot of videos to edit that I filmed today. I am probably going to go lay down in the bed. Probably not going to read anymore. I didn't do much else on the puzzle. I kind of started placing pieces, so that just looks weird. I'm not going to update the puzzle this time, but next month you'll get to see if I finished it and what it looks like. So what else? I think that's all. I don't know how long this is going to be because I have multiple clips from multiple places, but I did have fun with it today. So I am going to leave you guys here. If you've read this book, let me know what you thought about it. Hopefully you've read this book if you made it this far through this reading vlog, because otherwise, I don't know. I don't know why you watched this long other than to see if I could do it in 24 hours. So I did. And I'm sad about it. So anyway, that's going to do it for me. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.